Guys, so hello and welcome. We're gonna do a free-for-all game, a 6-player free-for-all, but the teams are gonna be unlocked, so anyone can form an alliance at any time. It's gonna be on Gold Rush, it's gonna be on a normal size map, and the starting age is feudal, thanks to Mr. Incredible for those settings. So this should be an interesting game. Might be quite a lengthy game, but I know this is the kind of game that you guys enjoy, so get hyped because it's going to be great. And I'm really interested to see how the teams will form here, how the alliances will form. But we are in, we are here, and we'll introduce the players and get you guys to find out who these players are. Who are these mystical players? Will a new legend be born in this game? So up to the north of the map, in the red, we've got Iceberg XXX. He's playing as the Indians because, yes, we are in the Forgotten Empires. We've got over to the far east of the map in the teal, ISO. He's playing as the Chinese. Down to the southwest of the map, the southeast of the map, we've got Domifant. He's playing as the Britons in the orange. Down to the southwest of the map in the purple, you may know him, you may have heard his name before. He is LB10. He's playing as the Byzantines down here in the purple. Over to the far west of the map, in the yellow, we've got Jazz P. Jazz P is playing as the Slavs over here. And last but not least, up to the northwest of the map, in the green, we've got John Fist playing as the Magyars. The starting age is feudal, and I'm going to be very interested to keep an eye on this diplomacy screen as the background of the game just jitters around like magic as we watch this. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on this because alliances are going to be formed, alliances will be broken, and of course LB10, by far the strongest player in this game, might just be teamed up against, and I would be very interested to see if anyone makes an alliance with LB10 early on, and we're going to have a quick look at LB10 now to see who his enemies are. In fact, everybody is his enemy. At the moment, it will start as a free-for-all, but alliances may form at any time, and unfortunately, as a spectator, we're not going to be able to see where those alliances are until things get going, and I have to kind of switch between each player's point of view to be able to spot them. So I'm going to quickly check. It seems like everybody is remaining as an enemy to everybody for now. But as soon as things start to go south, as soon as things start to go sour for these guys, I can guarantee you some action, some diplomacy action is going to happen. Ultimately, there can only be one winner, and the winner is likely to be the one who controls the center of the map, the glorious center of the map, where this hill is sitting with all of this yummy gold on it. There's a lot of gold on this map, and that's why it's called Gold Rush. Castles up here going to be pretty devastating. Going to see a lot of dead units in the center of the map. Iceberg asking, is this Gold Rush? Yes, it is Gold Rush. There's many ways to find out what map you're playing on. If you're playing a game and you want to know what map you're on, press the little button with the ticks on it. It tells you. It says map type Gold Rush right there. Also, I think the wolves are a dead giveaway, as well as the gold in the middle of the map. So, there you go. So, I want to quickly check the diplomacy tab for a few people every now and then, but while these guys get going, we'll have a quick look at those civs. We've got the Magyars here, we've got the Slavs as well, and the Magyars, really good late game civ. They've got the access to Paladin and Arbalest, which is a really powerful combination, and if I'm not mistaken, looking at their tech tree real quick, they do have most of those upgrades at the blacksmith as well. All of the cavalry, all of the archer upgrades, and that means that fully upgraded Arbalest, fully upgraded Paladin, they've even got a thumb ring on that, so they're going to be pretty beefy in that late game. As a result, they don't have access to camels, but that's fair enough, and the Magyars are going to be pretty powerful late game for that. However, they are really just a cavalry civilization. They don't really specialize in much more than cavalry. Their Magyar Hussar is always a good fallback. If they don't have any access to gold, they can make their unique unit, the Magyar Hussar, which is it's stronger than the standard Hussar. They can make that without gold once they research their unique technology. So if for some reason John Fist does not have access to the middle, doesn't have access to this gold, he's still got a unit to fall back on, and that he can rely on. You know, that Magyar Hussar, it's so reliable. It's great. The Slavs really, again, a very strong late game powerhouse. They are something else. So if we have a look at that Slav tech tree, you're going to see why very shortly. Having a quick look at Jazp here in the yellow. Taking a look. Now, yes, they don't have great archery range. They have a very good barracks, and yeah, they don't have a great stable either, though their light cavalry isn't too bad. But what they do have is the Boyar. It's effectively the elite Teutonic Knight on a horse. It's incredibly strong, and they have a ton of siege as well. Heavy, Scorpion, Siege Ramp, Siege Onager. They're pretty beefy. Although they don't have access to bombard towers, they are going to be incredibly strong in the late game with access to all of those really heavy boyars and heavy siege. They don't have the what's it called? They don't have the hand cannoneer though, which is a little bit awkward for them. They're really strong civilization for the late game, and Slavs can be a real powerhouse if they have access to gold. But unlike the good old Magyars, they don't have that fallback for the non-gold units that the Magyars do have. They miss a couple of upgrades at the blacksmith for the archers there, and it means that the skirmishers aren't quite as strong as they would perhaps like. The other big change, the other big civ here is going to be, of course, these... where are they? These Indians here. Iceberg playing on the Indians. The Indians are great for their camels. They're going to be a great counter to whatever John Fist decides to do, because basically the Indian camels are now the best camels in the game. Forget the Saracens camels. Pathetic Saracen camels with their beefy HP and full upgrades. No, you want the Indian camels. The Indian elite, ultimate, unique camels, the Imperial camel, which is just the heavy camel improved. Plus the fact that their unique technology gives them +1 armor and pierce armor to their camels as well, and the fact that they also get all of those blacksmith upgrades for beefy camel action is all good. The elephant archer could be making an appearance as well, but we will see. Iceberg, probably the weakest player in this game, might be a little bit quick to go out if he doesn't make some alliances. So in this situation, Iceberg going to want to be making some allies. He's already allied with LB10, so that's a nice little cute relationship there. Iceberg and LB10, the biggest and the weakest, the big brother and the little brother, buddying up, although they are on opposite sides of the map, so that's kind of unfortunate for Iceberg, isn't it? At the moment, everybody is enemies to LB10, so in fact, LB10 decides to shun Iceberg. Iceberg set LB10 to ally, but LB10's not having any of that. Iceberg is still... Oh wait, no, hang on. It says he's his ally now, so why does it say enemy here? I'm not quite sure. Perhaps I'm not looking at LB10. Perhaps the diplomacy tree is just bugged out. I don't know. But yeah, Iceberg and LB10 seem to be allied up. And for LB10, there's no reason not to be allied with Iceberg here, because he's not going to pose an immediate threat. He can sweep him under the rug and deal with him later on, I guess. LB10, the powerhouse in this game, I think. He's still feudal though, and he's not exactly got the highest score at the moment. The highest scorer is Domifant, and Domifant, Britons, he's got those farms up, he's building some archers already, and he's going to send an attack out pretty quickly. We've got this fog of war here, not seeing where he's going at the moment. He's going over to the left, or over to the middle, perhaps going to LB10. We don't know yet, because he's not scouted over there. He could be going to ISO, but he's not. And I think in this situation, the fast castle is going to be very valuable. Getting up a castle on the middle is going to be good. And LB10 already going up to the castle age there. ISO already up to the castle age as well. John Fist not up to the castle age just yet, and it looks like he might have been making a couple of military units, though I'm not quite seeing them. Jazp, double stables over here. Sorry, I can't see. Double barracks over here. A couple of men-at-arms coming out. I'm not really sure what he's intending to do with them, although he has found LB10, so perhaps he's looking for something like that. But he is leading LB10 right into his barracks, and that's going to give LB10 that vision. I'm going to have a quick check to see if Jazp has made an alliance with anyone, and indeed he has. Jazp and John Fist making an alliance up here. Still enemies with Iceberg, still enemies with ISO, but these two, yellow and green, making an early alliance in this game to perhaps work together and stick it out. So yeah, allied with Jazp there. is John Fist. So these two buddying up. Iceberg and LB10 are teamed up at the moment. And looking at that diplomacy tab, it's literally just him luring in his boar now. And he should just be about getting that under his TC in a second. Shouldn't have put his villager in so soon. I need to make another ball luring guide because I realize my 0 to hero ball lure guide is pretty bad. He should have kept running his villager through because the ball wouldn't have hit it. And that way the ball would have landed underneath the town center rather than out to the right of it. So that's kind of a little mistake there. And something that players could pick up on. A couple of forward archery ranges for Iceberg. Going to get a little bit aggressive on the middle. But LB10's up to castle, and ISO's up to castle as well. There's castle age upgrades coming in pretty quickly, and I know ISO is pretty fond of fast castling. We see him do that a lot of the time, and we're going to see some knights coming straight out for him. ISO, no allies. ISO stands alone. He stands as one man. I feel like I could be an announcer for a film there, like one man. One goal. Take the gold in the middle of the map. And that's basically what ISO is going to be trying to do here with these knights. Get some map control, do some early raiding. Problem is with a free-for-all, you can never be too sure if your early raiding is worth it. Are these knights going to be good for him? He might hit Domifant, he might put Domifant behind, but he might leave his other flank exposed. And that's something that you have to be very cautious of with a free-for-all situation. And that's why walling up is so crucial. And LB10 getting them walls up pretty quickly here. Hopefully not leaving any holes this time. And yeah, Clayman in the chat gonna be giving some advice to these guys. It's a little bit like the Hunger Games, in the third Hunger Games, where the previous, well, obviously Katniss and her friend, I can't remember his name now, they don't actually go into the arena, they're just mentors. And I think Clayman in the chat gonna be mentoring these players for this intense game. It's a bit like the arena here. It's exciting. It's gonna be great. Iceberg getting out some feudal units, though I'm not sure what he's gonna be able to do with them. And Domifant and ISO having a little bit of early aggression here. Domifant does not have fletching, and those 3-4 knights now coming out for ISO with +1 defense, making short work of the archers, looking for some easy early kills and coming forwards with a castle as well. ISO starting a grudge match against Domifant here as that castle drop is coming in. It's a cattle drop right on the flank of Domifant's base, and Domifant at the moment is still feudal. He's about to click up to the castle age, but that castle will be there quite early. We need a little bit more. We need a little bit more sound in here because the game sound a little bit low. So the castle there gonna go up, and Domifant is royally screwed at the moment, which is not so good. Poor Jazp though, he's breached, trying to wall that up there as LB10 sends over his skirmishers and crossbow into Jasp's base. Jasp has got the score lead at the moment, but I'm not quite sure why. I'm only assuming he's got about 50 man-at-arms inside these barracks, and I am wrong. He has a total of 9. 9 man-at-arms, probably not going to be enough to deal with these crossbows. They've got +2 attack and +1 range, defense even, and meanwhile, ISO coming in with that castle. Is Domifant going to deny it or not? It does not look likely. Domifant here, even though he has more points than ISO, he is losing to the castle at the moment. And Domifant probably going to be clicking up to castle now, but he's not going to have a castle of his own up in defense anytime soon. Jazp with an archery range of his own now, and he's letting those men-at-arms go. He says farewell, and, well, LB10 is targeting Jazp, and he's Jazp asking, why me, LB10, why me? And Jazp, obviously with the highest score for a while there, being targeted by LB10. That's what it should be. You should target the person with the highest score in these situations. And people wondering perhaps why LB10 doesn't have the highest score. It's a mystery. Nobody knows. He's probably going to have the highest score pretty soon as he comes in and kills a lot of these units from Jazp. How is Jazp's score going up though whilst losing all of this? I can only wonder. Not sure. Maybe LB10 is actually Jazp and we just don't know it yet. Who knows? Jazp's sending that counter though. Attack that palisade and he'll have a great time. Domifant hates ISO though. That castle there gonna screw his eco up massively, denying that gold there. And so far, no one's in the middle but John Fist making his move. Surprisingly, not helping out Jazp, though. These guys made quite an early alliance, but they're not helping each other out. John Fist not sending his knights to Jazp's base. And, well, his knights here with +2 attack, bloodlines, and +1 defense could easily clean up this army from LB10. But LB10 now heading over to John Fist, and he has taken that score lead. John Fist is up to the Castle Age, of course. And up to the Castle Age, he builds that town centre there, looking for some kills on Iceberg by the looks of things. Iceberg, well, I think he was killed by the wolves by the looks of it. The wolves here seemingly killing his skirmishers, and not LB10, sorry, Iceberg just walling up at the moment and defending. Like I said earlier, the weakest link in this game by the looks of things, but of course, LB10 coming in to save the day for Iceberg. Iceberg don't even know it, but he's going to have to force John Fist away from his attack and he's going to defend instead. LB10 at the moment, surprisingly, just 3 TCs at the back of the map. No one going for the middle apart from John Fist. And LB10 now coming into Domifant as well. Domifant not made any friends this game, unfortunately, yet. He's not got any alliances thus far. Now, John Fist here, if we have a quick look at his Fog of War, he's not actually done cartography. There it is. Like, right as I say it, he's not done cartography. Oh, wait, there's cartography. So, because he's allied with Jazp, he's going to be able to see what's up. But Domifant is GGing out, and the first tribute will fall. Domifant there as that ISO Mangonel comes in to wreak havoc. I can't speak. Wreak havoc on his town centre, but that's a nice early win for ISO there, taking out Domifant, meaning that he will potentially get a little bit of extra gold out of this deal right here. So if you want to do a team chat in the game, you basically press the semicolon key before your message, and it will only send it to your allies. John Fist and Mr. Jazp here clearly working together as they have that Fog of War lifted, and they can see each other just fine. And for some reason, when I do this, it breaks. There we go. Yeah, so it's nice. I hope Jazp is not watching this stream. But if he is listening, then yeah, you press semicolon in the chat before your message, and it will only send it to your allies. It's a pretty handy and nifty trick if you know what you're doing. LB10 has got the score lead now, though, and he's got quite a lot of crossbows out on the map. He's got 2 groups of crossbows, and these guys should really work together to bring LB10 down, because LB10 is, like I said, the strongest in this game, and this is the beauty of unlocked team games with a free-for-all flavor, is that you can team up against the strongest player. If only ISO would make a pact with John Fist and Mr. Jazp, perhaps it would be a different story altogether. John Fist here trying to get up a castle. LB10 going to attack that with his crossbows, but in comes some knights, fully upgraded of course, and John Fist going to chase those away. Should be enough to get his castle up, and that is good for now. Good to see these guys working together here on this left flank, and although LB10 will probably kill these knights now that he's bringing the rest of his crossbows over, he should be able to, John Fist should be able to buy himself enough time to get this castle up. Now we've got a little bit of lag, and I'm hoping that that fixes itself pretty quickly here. Perhaps someone will drop. Perhaps it will fix itself. It seems like Jazp got the red ball of death. Unfortunately for him, we could not afford to lose such a critical member of this game. It seems like some people having a little bit of lag. And it should fix itself reasonably soon. It's been fine so far, so unless someone's internet just died, then it should be fine. Jazp apparently lagging to everybody, so I think Jazp just needs to sort out his internet. Okay, well, they're saying that Domifant's dropped, so there you go. Domifant's gone, and that seems to have fixed it. Perhaps Domifant was watching for a little while. Or perhaps Jazp is still just lagging, who knows. John Fist here going to lose those knights, like I say, but it should buy him enough time to get that castle up. And once the castle is up and running, he's going to be able to keep his eco safe here on this hill. So, you know, really nice aggression from him. Meanwhile, the wolves, the attack of the wolves on ISO there, and ISO's villagers dying to the castle of John Fist. Whoa, ISO, you better make a pact with ISO, with John Fist here, otherwise John Fist will prevent him from taking anything. Those villagers there pushed away, chased down by the wolves, and the castle there denying them the gold that they so desperately desired on the center of the map there. This villager is toast. to the wolves. The wolves are just mean, man. The wolves are so mean on this map, and ISO gonna save his last here, but it's a close one. It's a close one. One villager remains, and ISO just lost about everything he had, and she's gonna build a castle, because why not? Why not? Those Magyar Hussar coming out for John Fist though, those cheap-ass Magyar Hussar, and I don't imagine he's done the upgrade for the free gold cost on them, but he might do that soon. LB10, still castle now, but he has got that score lead, he has got that population lead, and he's looking pretty good. This alliance between John Fist and Jazp though, I've got high hopes for this. I'm really hoping they're going to be able to pummel LB10, because LB10 is too good for his own good. That made no sense, but whatever. LB10 is too good, and he needs a little bit of 2v1 action if he's gonna be taken out of this game. Building a forward castle here, and he's playing as the Byzantines, so he is a bit of a jack of all trades. He does have access to Arbalest and Paladin as well, though they aren't fully upgradable like the Magyars. Iceberg apparently needs some help. LB10, is he gonna go and help? Is he gonna honor this alliance? We will see. He could easily kill that. LB10 could easily kill that. The Iceberg now having to go back to base. He's got a few pikes out though, and he might be able to deal with that with a few pikemen. Though, granted, they are unupgraded. Bringing his town bell, and he should bring his army over. He's got light cavalry up here. He's got some camels up here. Bring the whole army over, and he's probably going to be able to push that one back. LB10's on the way up to the Imperial Age now though, and Iceberg just going to bring over the rest of those pikes. He should engage with his whole army, but this is enough to send John Fist back, and that is enough. ISO asking if anyone is teamed up. Of course, Jazz P responds yes. They want to announce their alliance to the world, and my second monitor is about to go to sleep, which could royally fuck things up. I don't know how to stop it from going to sleep. Wake up. Wake up. Come on, there we go. Yes, I saved the monitor. It didn't go to sleep with about 3 seconds on the clock. It came up like monitor going to sleep in 20 seconds. It was counting down, and I was frantically looking for the remote control for it, which has disappeared. Like, I don't know where that's gone. Oh, it's over there. It's behind me. No wonder I couldn't find it. Anyway, Iceberg staying safe for now. Stay safe, my brother. And in the center of the map, John Fist holding on, but that Imperial Age upgrade for LB10 is looking pretty teal at the moment. Cataphracts coming out. He knows how to please me with the Cataphracts on the map. I love the Cataphracts so much. Here's me just proclaiming my love for the Cataphracts. Hannah doesn't seem to even notice. That's fine. Anyway, John Fist could lose that castle pretty quickly if he's not careful. Those not paladins, those trebuchets gonna be coming out of the castle, and you know what I always say: once the trebs are popping, the castles are dropping, and that's gonna be the case in this situation as well. LB10 putting out some battering rams as well, and they will be upgraded pretty quickly also. Jasper here going to take down a few of these crossbows, but he's heavily outnumbered, and he's going to have to X that so that John Fist can head over there and sort it out. LB10, if he loses this army, could be in a little bit of trouble, because he will want to upgrade this to Arbalest once he gets up to the next stage. ISO, still the lone wolf at the moment, still unteamed with anyone. And I'm surprised he's not teamed up with John Fist or Jazz P here, because we've seen what happened already to the lone wolf Domifant. Domifant went out pretty quick, and ISO, such BM, building his TC on the previous location of Domifant's TC there. Domifant, if you're in the chat, I do feel sorry for you. You did do a really, you didn't do badly. You just got double teamed, and that kind of sucks, you know. I feel your pain, man. I really do. So John Fist gonna go back there, a bit close to that castle for comfort. Those Cataphract are coming out, and LB10 gonna be on it with the Catas here. The barracks coming up behind this as well. Looks like he's gonna go for some pikes pretty soon. And LB10's just too good, and this is why these guys need to team together if they want to push him back and push him away. I'm just kind of, I'm just trying to, I need to tab out a second, guys. Just bear with me a sec while I tab out. I need to just tab over to my second monitor and bring up my green screen thing so I can see what's going on, just in case something pops off there. Anyone else up to the Imperial Age? That's the question. John Fist is about 70% of the way there. Jazz P is still castle for now, but he's got a lot of resources, and he could sling. He could always sling John Fist if things start going south for these guys. It's a possibility, and I think that would be very valuable to them if they are going to work as a team. Of course, Dark Horse, ISO could be a dark horse in this situation, and let's not forget Iceberg. He might only be you know, the low 1200 rated guy in this game, but he's actually got an army. He's got light cavs, he's got camels out, he's got some pikes as well. He's putting up a castle here behind John Fist, and if I look at this, yeah, he's still the enemy to John Fist. So John Fist now Imperial Age for him, and it's going to be pretty close in the middle, I feel. LB10 focusing down that TC on the left side. Jazz P might struggle getting gold here if he's not careful, because it looks like his main gold is all gone. Jazz P got to be up to Imperial now, though. Very close, just 30 food away, but his population not too bad, actually. This pardon me. This castle, though, from Iceberg behind, gonna be right in the rear of John Fist, and ISO, the lone wolf, like I said, starting to treb down that castle there. I wonder if ISO is teamed with anyone now or not. He is gonna lose that treb, though. That's costly. That's really costly at this point in time. The castle will stand for now. The cattle will stand, and ISO there, just leaving his trebuchet out in the open.
Humiliation.
That's what that is, as ISO's treb goes down, and John Fist turns back around and starts to take down the castle from ISO here. ISO does have more castles back here, though, somewhere. He's got another castle over here, so got another treb coming in. He's also got the extra gold from Domifant's base, taking advantage of that. So, although he's not got any gold in the middle, he has got gold income still, and that's something that they probably haven't thought about. ISO raiding LB10 Zico, though, with these knights. I take the humiliation back.
Holy shit.
And LB10 gonna lose a bunch of his eco back here. ISO doing an awesome job blocking the villagers from getting back into the TC. And this guy has got some balls of steel as he pushes forwards in the center of the map. Going to be taking out that castle as the treb from John Fist goes down. And LB10's really not looking so great all of a sudden. Sure, he's got that score lead, but where's his army gone? It's not really there at the moment, is it? It's not really all that much. And if we look at ISO on this right side, he might just lose his trebuchet again. He might not, though, because he has got quite a lot of... oh, yeah, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it all right. No, he's not. Yeah, he is going to lose that. With the cavalry upgrade popping for John Fist there. But ISO collecting up those relics. He's got good map presence. He's raiding as best he can as well. And this is looking good for him. He's playing really nicely. LB10 a little bit hindered now due to that. And Jazz P on the way up to the Imperial Age, surely. Nope, no he's not. What is he doing then? He's not going Imperial? What's the plan, Jazz P? What's the plan, Stan? Because you need the Imperial Age upgrade if you're really going to do all that much in this situation. But the guy from the back, Iceberg back here, with his castle, actually getting a little bit of gold in the middle. And obviously Iceberg's just been left alone. Everyone's like, Iceberg, he's 1200. No, he's not going to be any trouble this game. But yeah, he's trouble. He's trouble. He's building those elephant archers at the back now. Those fantastic Indian elephant archers. And yeah, he's still in the castle age, but he's given it his best shot. Double universities on the front. This is obviously a university for technologies and a university for good luck. He knows what's up. Double blacksmith as well. Just double the upgrades, double the fun. And Iceberg knows what's up. I don't know. John Fist going to rebuild that TC in the middle, and well, it's looking a little bit like LB10's got a little bit too much control at the south here, taking advantage of the cheaper Byzantine not trash units, cheaper Byzantine halberdier skirmishers and camels to basically counter these cavalry really nicely. John Fist should be switching into Arbalest if he can at this point in time, because they will take down those halbs really easily, and the Arbalest are fantastic. Jazz P getting up a castle in the middle. Where's that Imperial Age upgrade, though? He's finally on the way up at 40%. Now, ISO gonna be a little bit scared at the moment. He is Imperial, but he's got a big problem on his hands. He's lost his castle over here. And he's still not got any gold income. At the back, though, Iceberg going in with those light cabs. He's getting a bunch of kills there on John Fist. And his alliance with LB10 obviously helping out on this left side. Slabs, Jaspy making cavalry archers as the slabs. What's that about? I don't know. Mangonel shots incoming, and that's not going to happen. But in the middle of the map, Iceberg coming forwards with those camels. That's a big mistake, though. Those camels going to drop like flies to those castles there. Castles with a +2 and +1. The camels are nothing to them. Big mistake. Never send your camels underneath a castle or a town center. Camels are treated like ships, and ships sink very quickly to castles and the like. Wow, good snipe from Jaspy on that left-hand side, taking out that trebuchet from LB10. So yeah, someone in the chat said, Zach, you can't sub-14 can't offend units, just call them what they are, trash units. The reason why I didn't say trash is because it's technically wrong, because the Byzantines don't get cheaper light cavalry, and light cavalry are considered trash. So to say that Byzantines get cheaper trash is technically incorrect, because they get cheaper camels and not light cavalry. So that's why I stopped myself on that one. But yeah, Boyar coming out for Jaspy now, and these guys are just walking tanks. They're a little bit weak to Elite Chukonu though, and these guys will need some heavy siege to deal with that. But ISO losing his castles here, and he's not really got anything to push forwards with. He's out of gold. He's taking stone now instead, and LB10 on this left side securing that gold here with that castle. Has ISO made an alliance? No, he has not, which is a shame because they need to focus on LB10 here. Otherwise, LB10 is going to be the one doing the D in this game. We've got the Elite Magyar Hussar though, and we'll quickly check John Fist's tech tree to have a look if he's done that unique tech, the Mercenaries, which basically means that Magyar Hussars cost no gold. So John Fist now can just rely on spamming the trash, schlepping the bass and spamming the trash with those Elite Magyar Hussars there. Not the best unit in the world, but they are very strong. They are better than a Mongol Hussar, and they cost no gold, so it's worth it. But obviously they do require the castle, and at the moment he only has one castle, so lacking the military production at the moment. I think John Fist only has got 3 castles, but I think he should do with Arbalest at this point in time. Arbalest would be perfect. LB10 just keeping the skirms in production, keeping the habs in production, and these guys don't have any gold income, so that's the real big deal there. LB10, the big cheese though, and he is getting into Jaspy's eco, causing trouble. Jaspy is not garrisoning his villagers, which is a big problem. They are going to die if they don't garrison quickly. Now we've got another lag spike, so I don't know if that's going to fix itself soon or not. It fixed itself last time, so I'm hoping it'll fix itself this time, but we don't know. I think maybe I need to use another thing on the soundboard pretty soon. What should we have? Godlike? I think LB10's pretty godlike. And hey, we just got another Wallalo Warlord. Domifan just became a Wallalo Warlord. Well, thank you, Domifan, for subscribing. I very much appreciate it, and good effort this game. But hype, best new subscriber right there. Major lag though, and LB10's now got the red dot, but it seems to have fixed. It just occasionally messes up, and then it fixes itself, then it messes up, and then it fixes itself, and now it's back to normal again. And I think at the moment LB10 is pretty much, he's got a massive score lead over everyone, and although this is a free-for-all, why are they not teaming against him? I will never know. It makes no sense to me. Now, ISO's got a really hench army on this right side. He's got a ton of Shukonus. They've got that +5 attack. They're elite. They have everything at the moment, aside from the last armor upgrade. But that could wreck LB10. If only he was in the middle here, fighting the good fight in the center of the map. That is where he is needed at the moment. LB10 at the moment with the red dot of death, and Jaspy still not garrisoning his TCs, losing everything to these light cavalry. Oh god, that's his reaction to that. No eco. Yeah, well done. Your eco's gone. Oh, LB10 just too good, man. We need some ISO action. And can ISO do this? Well, take down that castle. There's still a little bit of gold here, which is up for grabs, and the gold in the middle is still held. still held by John Fist, but John Fist doesn't seem to have the numbers at the moment. John Fist down on 139 population, and well, this game is a 300 pop game, and LB10 has 220 population. He is much higher up on pop at the moment, but good old Jazz-P getting those long swords into LB10's economy, killing off a bunch of those villagers. Well played by him, and I don't think LB10 has noticed yet, so LB10's eco wide open. A bit of backdoor action at the south of LB10's base as those long swordsmen shaft his villagers. Anyway, the center is still held by John Fist and Jazz-P, which is pretty impressive. But Jazz-P's build is a little bit off as the slabs. He shouldn't be going for champions here, I feel. Although saying that, champions would work reasonably well against these trebuchets. Anyway, on this right side, yeah, LB10 wants something to do with this. That castle is still going, still under pressure. ISO's finally got that +4 defense upgrade on the Elite Chukonu. The castle going down. And, well, ISO is, at the moment, going to have to retreat. But those ramps are going to pose no threat to him, really. The Chukonu will do the D there. It's just the skirmishers. So if ISO backs this up with light caps, then he should be all good in the hood. Just kind of waiting for John Fist to kick it into high gear at the moment. He's being raided by light cavalry as well. And I swear, these 10 light cavalry have done more damage all game than anybody else. Just the light cavs from LB10, too good. Too good. Anyway, the light cavs from ISO going in. That's what we want to see. Taking out those pesky skirmishers as that castle is getting lower due to those 3 trebuchets causing havoc. And I like it. I like it a lot. They're doing good. And as a result, LB10's a little bit weaker on the front. John Fist just going to throw his trebuchets away for some reason. Dude, send the Magyar Hussars in. Otherwise, the trebuchets are gone. They are lost. John Fist. Embarrassment. I've used it already, but I'll use it again.
Humiliation.
Throwing away trebuchets is not good ever. They're so expensive. It's messy when it happens. But hey, maybe he was dealing with these units in his economy, perhaps. I don't know. LB10 on 168 pop, though. And that castle has fallen on that right flank. So, looks like ISO's ready to push in. As the Byzantines, though, it is handy having those cheaper units. And we've got a bit of Elite Chukonu action here. They are just killing everything in sight because they're amazingly good. And ISO is the dark horse, like I've said. He is the dark horse this game, and he's getting into LB10's economy. He's got a little bit of gold here to mop up, a little bit of gold to soak up with his Chukonu, but I think LB10 feels like he might be spread a little bit thin at the moment. Though in the center, he's no real threat still. Still just Magyar Hussar from John Fist, and at the moment that's not dealing enough damage. He's not got enough of them on the map. LB10 getting that Hussar upgrade now as well. But on the right side, ISO doing the serious damage as he takes down these TCs and stuff. LB10 just spamming so many skirmishers, and unless you get gold in the middle, that's going to be the case for quite some time. He has no siege, so those castles will stand the test of time for the time being. Jazz-P, is he back on his feet? He's probably got about 50 pop. He's got 48, not a bad guess. His eco been absolutely ruined. LB10 really ripped him a new economy, and yeah, he's going to have to rebuild. It will take some time, unfortunately. But Iceberg, yeah, I forgot about Iceberg. Sorry, thank you, people in the chat. Who was that who said that? Don't forget about Iceberg. The Fritzy, the Frizzty. Sorry. Yes, what is Iceberg doing? He's Imperial. He's got some crossbows. He's got some economy. He's got some camels. Hell yeah, he has, and he's building more crossbows as well. I don't know why he's doing crossbow. Indians do actually get arbalest, so that's actually fair. Fair enough. Go for it, man. Arbalest being done. And the blacksmith, well, he's got 2 of them, but nothing's going on there. Not enough gold for Iceberg. And if we have a quick look at that market value, food is being sold for 14. Wood is being sold for 14, and stone is being sold for 47. So ISO even been selling his stone here for a little bit of resources, a little bit of gold, as you so really have to do. A lot of skirms here from LB10, but ISO sitting on the hill with his Chukonu. chilling with his light cavalry and taking those units out so easily. LB10 gonna have to GB there, and he's still trying to push into the middle, but he is still worn a bit thin. So this could still go anyway, we just don't know. LB10 though has got an ally in Iceberg, and I feel like at this point in time Iceberg is not much of a threat, but he could be. He could very quickly be a threat. Oh my god, Jazp. What is Jazp doing? Jazp is set enemy to John Fist. What? Hang on. No. Why is he set enemy to John Fist? He's killing his villagers. Oh no. Jazp has turned on John Fist in the middle. His castle is killing all of these villagers on the gold. I don't know why. John Fist is still allied to Jazp, but Jazp is enemy to John Fist. And if we look at the diplomacy, it says he's ally, but he's attacking all of his units. I don't know why he's done that. He's asking if he could send tribute. Maybe Jazp doesn't realize that he's enemy to him, but he's calling GG. Why is he calling GG? I'm unsure. John Fist holding that middle still though. ISO on the right side looking really good still, and LB10 actually not looking as good as I thought he would this game. I'm still unsure though why these castles are attacking. John Fist set his stance to enemy with Jazp. Jasp's gone, he's resigned. Not sure why he didn't hold out. He may as well. I mean, give it a bit of claiming and stick it out. But yeah, John Fist now not really got... Whoa, okay, he has got a lot of gold. How has John Fist not got more military? Look at that food, look at that gold. Where's the paladin upgrade, man? He could do fully upgraded paladins. Fully upgraded paladins, and he's got 3,000 gold. Where are the paladins? I don't see them. But he is making trebuchets, and he's pushing forwards against LB10. So, you know, really, these guys focusing down the right person. LB10 2v1. ISO's population is at 209 at the moment. LB10 down to 157. So ISO, John Fist, they both got more population than LB10. LB10 losing his castles very quickly. He's got no gold. He's got no center control. And LB10, with this center control here, might just be able to win the game. Who knows? This could be fantastic. But ISO and John Fist will have to meet at some point. They might meet in the middle. Who knows? Who knows? But hey, these Elite Chukonu so strong. 8+6 attack now. ISO is not messing around as his trebs roll forwards, and he puts up more castles as he goes. Really well played by him. And LB10 losing his castles all over the place. He's got quite a lot of them, but he's losing them very quickly as well, and he's spamming trash like crazy. He's got a lot of food, a lot of wood, and he's keeping his population around 200. But like I say, John Fist, 3,000 food, 3,000 gold. Where are the paladins? I swear, paladins into LB10 Zico, into ISO Zico, it would be GG. And I don't know why he's not going for it. It does not make that much sense at the moment. But hey ho. Iceberg still in the game. Still just chilling at the back of the map. I think everyone's forgotten about him at the moment. That's a dangerous thing to do. Sitting on 99 population. Slowly but surely working his way up. Heavy Camel now done. Having a look at his stable. Not a lot there. I think he's probably selling his resources. Not got a lot of gold this game. Has got a few Arbalest, not really any siege though, and obviously not able to push into this without the siege. John Fist has taken out that castle from Jazp, who turned upon him in the most horrendous way at the end of that game. But hey, ISO wants to stake in the middle now, and he's going to take out those castles from LB a little bit more as well. But yeah, ISO coming into the middle with some halbs, got those trebs up as well, trying to take down those castles, of course. And that treb there, not actually focusing the castle at the moment, which could be a costly mistake from ISO. In the center of the map, pretty much no military left from LB10. LB10 just focusing on this right side with mass skirmishers. Chukonu here gonna go down. That's a big mistake because ISO has not got the most gold in the world. He's got 500 gold at the moment. But he has got relics. If we have a quick look, he has got 3 relics, and that's pretty huge. ISO's got 3. LB10 has none. John Fist has none. and Iceberg has none either. So ISO with the 3 relics here, keeping his gold ticking over. ISO the real dark horse of this game. We've got Onagers out for LB10 though, and the Onager shots are going to be so teal on ISO at the moment. That's really bad news for him. Those Onagers going to make pretty short work of his Shuko Nu if they get some good shots in, and indeed they probably will after focusing down those trebs, but hey ho. LB10 taking them out. That's expensive. ISO at the moment with 350 gold in the bank cannot be affording to lose his trebs, and that is a very painful, costly mistake. On the right side, he's got more Shuko Nu though. He's spamming more trash now, but John Fist still holding the middle, and he's holding all of that lovely, yummy gold. Finally, he's doing Cavalier. He's up to 245 population. And John Fist now has to be doing the Paladin upgrade. Where is it, man? I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I feel like Iceberg's not going to really be making it into this game anytime soon. Though his Imperial Camels, if they make it onto the field, could be a threat to John Fist's army. He's moving the Camels now. And I wonder where they're going to go. That's the question. Where are they going to go? I don't know. Going to be interesting to see. Is he going to run them under the castles again? I would highly not recommend running them under the castles again. It's never a good idea. So LB10 really thin on the ground at the moment. ISO's lost this push on the right side, it seems, though. Just too many skirms for LB10 and not enough cavalry from ISO. LB10's got the red dot again, though, so maybe a little bit of lag, but that seems to have fixed itself pretty quickly. And Iceberg just sitting around, just chilling. What's his population at? 110. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. LB10 on 199 though, still sitting at 200. He's keeping his population reasonably high up at the moment. And still John Fist can afford Paladin. Still is not doing Paladin. He really should do it. He should just be 300 population now. Look at all this gold he's got. He needs to spend it. You know, a lot of Magyar Hussars queued up. He's got a ton of farmers back here, which is fantastic, but he does need to replenish his lumber camps. But this is huge. I mean, all he needs to do now is get those Cavalier, get those Paladins, whatever he does, and run them into the back here of LB10's eco. Well played by ISO, though, coming into the back of LB10's eco with some light cavalry, doing the raiding like a boss. And ISO here taking out that TC on this right side with those cavalry as well, and holding out against, or still against the spam trash of LB10. Bringing in his army over here. He's kind of given up the push against John Fist in the middle, but neither of these guys, ISO and LB10, neither of them can survive without gold here. And in fact, it's John Fist who is the strongest player in this game. He's got Arbalest done, fully upgraded, and I imagine now, surely now, nope, still no Paladin, but he might have Paladin. He might eventually have Paladin, who knows. And this is huge. He's 300 pop. He's got more population than ISO and LB10. And LB10 ISO fighting it out. Is John Fist just going to storm the day and win? I don't know. For some reason, Iceberg is now attacking LB10 as well in the ultimate double cross. He's set enemy stance to LB10 here, and he's raiding with his camels. Of course, his camels dying very quickly to the town centers. Just one shot from the TCs are enough to pretty much take them out, but he's killing a few villagers, and LB10 now is down to 155 population as ISO spearheads the attack into his base. However, like I said, John Fist is the real MVP at the moment. He might not look it in the scores, but he has a huge army, a stonkingly huge army with 38 infantry, 27 ranged, and 47 cavalry with 3 siege, 3 trebs to back it up. And I think ISO and LB10 would be wise at this point to recognize the threat of John Fist and attack together. The question is, will they do it? And I don't know if they will recognize this threat. Obviously, ISO so far has been a diplomatic stance as enemy to everybody. He's having fun killing LB10, but will they just see through all of this bloodshed? Will they see through all of this madness and see this game for what it is? And see John Fist here as the real threat to their victories in this game, because at the moment ISO and LB10 would have to team against John Fist if they are to win this. Otherwise, John Fist will just walk all over them. And John Fist now, if he's not got Paladin, I swear, he's not bloody got Paladin still. What is he doing? 5k gold. Oh, 4k gold. There's still no paladins. I'm so disappointed. John Fist sorted out. Anyway, ISO, yeah, right into the back of LB10's eco. LB10 still with the largest score, spreading his economy out to the left side of the map and down to 125 population, trying to defend from the onslaught of ISO here. These Chinese warriors coming through. But yeah, I don't know. John Fist just seems to be the runaway victor here at the moment. I'd laugh if I'm really stupid and Magius don't actually have Paladin, but I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty damn sure. But ISO definitely so far MVP of the game, and I know he's not got the most score, but ISO was responsible for taking out Domifant. He had an amazing attack on LB10 on that flank. He's done a fantastic job this game so far. And people saying that ISO's gonna win. Well, I don't know. We'll see about this. Let's take some bets. Actually, can we do bets? Is Idle Beaver in the chat? Because I don't know if we can do bets with Wallow Bot at the moment. Apparently LB10 is gonna GG out. Wow. LB10 gonna resign. That's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping he'd fight it out until the very end. And now it is between ISO, John Fist, and Iceberg. Iceberger? That's a new one. Iceberg still got his Arbalest at the back here, still not doing a whole lot, but his eco's growing at a rate that is more than one. Anyway, yeah, John Fist versus ISO, the showdown. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate history, of ultimate destiny. Is it ultimate destiny? Yeah. Good guys, good guys, bad guys, and explosions. As far as the eye can see, yes. Not that many explosions, unfortunately. Not enough petards in this game. But ISO versus John Fist, it is the ultimate showdown. And Iceberg wants to be taken out on a date at the moment. He's asking to be taken out already. He's just been sitting there with his army like, please, will you take us on a date? But no, nobody wants this army. No one wants to kill this army. They want to kill each other. The big armies, the big elite Magyar Hussars. And the lack of Paladin from John Fist is infuriating at this moment in time. It really is. Oh, goodness me. ISO, though, just going to finish off LB10's castles and stuff and kill some stuff while he can. Going to get his KD up, obviously. Going to have to kill as many villagers as possible. But yeah, John Fist spearheading this attack into the right-hand side. And, wow, that's going to be a pretty difficult fight for Iceberg to, sorry, not Iceberg, for ISO to take. ISO needs the center, and the gold is still here. There's an abundance of gold in the center of the map, but nobody is taking it at the moment, and obviously that needs to happen. Well, not nobody is taking it. ISO is not taking it. Iceberg's not taking it. It's all John Fist, and John Fist at the moment, not going to say anything. But yeah, pushing it on the right side. ISO doesn't seem to be reacting to that. Obviously, the majority of ISO's economy is actually over here. And if we have a look at John Fist's Fog of War, right, he doesn't actually know that ISO's eco is not here. Like, he might think that this is ISO's original town, not realizing that this is actually Domifant's town, and ISO's main eco is on the right. So ISO pretty lucky, actually, that he did this earlier on. The question is, will he be able to scramble enough units? I mean, why is he still taking out LB10's base? His army needs to be attacking this, or attacking the center of the map, where John Fist is causing... no Paladin still. No Paladin still. I'm sad about that, but hey, what can you do? But hope. ISO needs to group his army together. This is a big problem because he's not able to do that at the moment. He's got a castle up on the north though. He really wants the center. If he can get the gold, then he might be okay. Yeah, this castle attacking those camels. Iceberg at the moment just sending those camels underneath the castles again. I wonder when he will learn that that is a bad thing to do. And ISO losing that castle, but this is stalling John Fist at the moment. Obviously, he's able to suss him out. But yeah, I'm still confused as to why ISO is still got all of his Chico New and stuff over here. He has done Siege Ram though, and ISO at the moment still taking advantage of those 3 relics. Looking at the map as well, there are more relics to be had. They're over here in Jazzp's old base. ISO at the moment, if we look at his Fog of War, he has found them. He does see them. The question is, will he take them? And he has got a monk here, but he's not taken it just yet. And if he takes them, 5 relics could be huge. I'm pretty sure this is Conquest, though. Oh, it's actually standard. Oh, wait, no, hold on. It's standard. It could be a Wonder Victory that does it. It could be a Relic Victory that does it. So ISO probably missing a trick there with that final, 5th and final Relic. So anyway, John Fist in the center of the map, still holding that gold. And looking at his gold count, yeah, he's got 8,000. Looking at his resources and his population, you're just thinking, how could he lose this game in this position? And I think it's going to be very difficult for ISO to take it. It will be very tough. He's pushing through here still. Of course, unaware that this is not ISO's main base. ISO's still not grouping his units together. It's frustrating me now. I want to see this this army grouped together and pushing into the center of the map. That's what ISO needs to do. Putting up castles and stuff. You should make another monastery up in the north and collect up those relics. They're right there for the taking, and he's already got 3, so that extra relic gold will be enough to keep him going. Of course, it's a little bit of gold, it's not as much as he would like. It's not 9k of gold that John Fist is sitting on at the moment, but ISO has that score lead, and he's launching an attack onto the center of the map now to try and kill some villagers. I think I heard a trebuchet, but I didn't see one. Oh, there it is. John Fist's treb there, taking out these military buildings from ISO, and oh, we've got a little bit of a lag spike. I hope nobody drops here, because if someone drops, that would be really disappointing. I can't bear to the thought of another disappointing end to a game, unfortunately. So ISO's army, it's moving into the middle. This is what we want to see. Massed up light cabs, massed up Chuko Nu, and those trebs going to deploy right in the center of the map here. We got those Magyar Hussars from John Fist, and LB10 apparently still lagging the game. If LB10, if you're still in the game, if you'd be able to close it, that would actually be really good. Yeah, that's looking really potent from John Fist, and of course ISO cannot really afford too much siege at the moment, simply because he doesn't have the gold, but he's making his raids onto the middle, and if you take that castle down, that would be huge, but he's not focusing the freaking castle again. He's attacking that barracks. He's got some thing for that barracks. That same barracks he was attacking earlier with his treb. It's the wrong one, man. You want to attack the castle. Maybe it was a misclick, I don't know. Looks like he had a little bit of raiding in his eco, yeah. A little bit of raiding in ISO's eco here, which is not ideal. But ISO's cleaned that up for now, and he's taking out this treb as well from John Fist. So if you just get on these castles in the middle, then maybe it's going to be okay. John Fist at the moment down to 289 pop, but still sitting on 10k gold at the moment. Those Chuko Nu dealing with the Magyar Hussar really well, but ISO's not taking out the castles. If he take out the castle, he can run up here and kill it, but he's not, and that's a mistake and a half right there. Alright, Iceberg on this right side. He's got +2 attack and +2 defense. He's attacking ISO, and I don't know what I think about that decision. Obviously, John Fist is the favorite to win at the moment, and Iceberg now going to GG out as ISO raids his base. I don't know why he GG'd out. Obviously, he's still got you know, army here. That's just going to be an annoyance to ISO at the moment. But ISO now calling GG as well. And John Fist going to get the victory simply because he held the middle. And unexpected win. Unexpected win for John Fist there. Well played by him. Well played. Holding the center of the map there. That's all you needed to do. Hold the center and you're golden. Unfortunately, though, John Fist still did not get the Paladin upgrade, and I'm so disappointed in the fact that that Paladin upgrade was not done. What can I say? But anyway, well played. Unexpected win, of course, because we would have probably expected LB10 to take that. John Fist and Jazz P there managing to hold on to the center. Jazz P going out, of course, but John Fist held on strong. And that gold was what really won it in the end. The gold units that were able to just push down and being able to keep making those units. Keeping yourself at 300 population, pretty huge. Well played to John Fist, and well played to ISO as well. For me, ISO was the MVP of that game, mostly because he single-handedly dealt with LB10 on this left side, you know. A real quick attack on Domifant, he took that gold, and I can only assume that that was intentional. Built his base over here as well, and then launched that attack onto the left side of LB10. It was really well executed, it was very well done, and as a result, he enabled John Fist to win in a sense. So GG anyway, well played to everybody involved, and John Fist gonna take the victory.